Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are talking about the Cloudsurfer 2. Let's jump into this video. As I normally do, I like to do a 360-degree tour of the shoe. So we'll start off with the toe cap here, as traditional Ons have. A little rubber piece here to keep you from stubbing your toe. This is an ultralight shoe, so we've got this thinner mesh material, very breathable, right? As you can see here, you can kind of squish it down. As we go along the throat line here, this is very thin. Right, this whole material right here is really thin. It's meant to be comfortable around your shoe, so it doesn't have a lot of cushioning in it, which is not a bad thing because this is a running shoe. We've got our laces here. These are what I call the rectangle laces. These I find not too bad to tie and stay tied. I find the round laces that On provides sometimes aren't or don't have quite the grip, whatever's going on there. When we get to the tongue, I would say we have a fairly well cushioned tongue, especially with these kind of shoes that you're going to want to tie a little bit tighter around your foot as you're running. Now if we go back to the heel, really nice and cushioned. I can't tell you how important that is. I found early on with the Cloud X, which I have a video on the channel I'm about to release, depending on when you watch this, go look for it. It's the new Cloud X version 4, but I've got one for the original Cloud X. That did not have a really good cushion on it, and it would actually lead to bleeding around my the back of my ankle there, so didn't love that. Additionally, one of the things that I love about this when it comes to the laces, you'll actually see this little piece right here to help to kind of keep things nice and tight around your foot. Now if we go down to our sole of it, we're going to get to the cushioning. I'm going to save this for last, but I want to mention that there's a nice plastic piece here as well as a beautiful sole. So one of the things that you'll notice about this sole is you've got your Speedboard in here. Now what this does is it allows you to have rigidity along the foam, so you've got your foam for cushion, but that Speedboard is going to take that energy and be able to release it through your CloudTec here. Now what's interesting about the newer models, in this case the Cloudsurfer 2, is that this is not as much of a rock magnet. When you're looking at, like, say the Cloud 5 Coast or just a regular Cloud waterproof whatever 50/50, all those OG models that they do, they are rock magnets, and sometimes very frustratingly so. Now this is not that way. Additionally, we've got a nice smooth tread. And this is a big difference between the original Cloudsurfer. Now I'm going to put a picture up of what the original Cloudsurfer looks like, and you will notice it is vastly different. I'll put that up here. There you go. Okay, now let's get to the cushion in the CloudTec. You'll notice it's almost at an angle. So unlike your regular sort of upside down or inverted keystone design that they have for CloudTec, these are meant sort of slanted here based off of where they want you to kind of press down and push back up. Now this is a radical redesign compared to the original Cloudsurfer. I would argue the Cloudsurfer was the most different running shoe that On ever made, and it's actually the introductory model that I started off with. So this is the first time I've had a Cloudsurfer in 2 or 3 years. I've not bought these consistently, but one of the things I love about it is the overall shoe design is actually fairly low profile. This cushioning kind of along with the Cloudmonster was really, this isn't even as big as a Cloudmonster, and there's actually a Cloudsurfer like there's a bigger model. I'll put the name of it on the screen, but there's a bigger, more cushioned model, not too much bigger. If you want to see a review on that, let me know in the comments below, but really nice cushion. So that's the 360-degree view, and again, I'll mention the sole here. Just want you to see that it's very thin, and that's going to be important for who I think this shoe is for. Now this is very definitively a running shoe. Could you wear it around the office? Could you wear it around, say, if you're on your feet all day long in the service industry? Absolutely. I've got this gray and lime color, or neon color, which is not my normal color style. I go typically with the greens and blues. This is what they have in the store, and honestly, it's going to be fine for the winter. This is going to be my shoe from October 2025 to around March or April of 2026. This will become my default walking shoe, replacing the Cloud Runner 2. Now, could you walk in this? Absolutely. Could you run this? 100%. In fact, I am using this next weekend for a 5K. I'm debating about using my Insta360 to videotape that. I am not a runner, so I'm interested to see how these go. I might do a review after that 5K race, what I think about it, since I'll have these in enough time to be able to kind of get them worn in and then use them for that 5K or 3-mile race that I'm running. Now, I think this is for runners. I think this is for street. And the reason I mention that is that you've got this kind of shallower grip here. This is not meant to go and do anything in any kind of technical terrain. This is not going to give you the kind of grip that you're looking for on gravel, say. I'm not saying that it wouldn't work on those materials, and certainly if you're using them for that capacity, let me know what that experience is like. But I feel like there's some other shoes in On's lineup that is really oriented towards that, with the grips and a little bit more jagged, if you will, to catch. This is really for street running here, but again, could be a great everyday all-around shoe that you wear. Let me give you my 2 cents on the Cloudsurfer. For me, the Cloudsurfer is a wider shoe, so it is not as wide as, say, the Cloud Stratus or even the Cloudsurfer. I'm sorry, the Cloudmonster or even the Cloud Runner, but it is a wider shoe. So if you need an ultra wide, I would go again with the Cloud Runner 2 wide, or maybe the Cloudmonster or Cloud Stratus. Those are the shoes to go there. If you're looking for something a little bit wider than a traditional On, I think this is a good way to go. I really like these for that. Additionally, they're ultra cushioned. Like, when I tell you they're ultra cushioned, it's like walking on a pillow, if you will, for your foot. It's like walking on the clouds. On really made a bold statement with this design language and this cushion choice. I want to say this is the first shoe that introduced the new type of CloudTec that is now filtered into their running shoes, and you'll see more predominantly in other shoes. This was kind of the big move towards that, and a big redesign from the previous version, which I think was a bold step and definitely necessary. That other shoe did not have the kind of cushioning that most people would like. Probably innovative for its day, but not something sustainable. Anyway, this is the Cloudsurfer. I highly recommend this to you if you need a solid walking shoe that's ultra cushioned, decently or moderately wide, that is fairly low profile. I want to say that this is a great recommendation. You should pick up these, and I'll tell you, they're breathable and lightweight. I'm looking forward to get to use these day in and day out. Now remember, these are overviews of the shoe. I have done some light walking in these. I haven't done a full review. I'll do a review probably after I run that 5K and go ahead and post that video and let you know my thoughts from a running perspective, which is very new to me. Anyway, if there is some content that you want to see or a shoe that you want to see reviewed, let me know in the comments below. We're always looking for things to help our community grow, making videos like this. And of course, I'll put links to this shoe in the description below. This is not a sponsored video by On, but certainly we love On shoes. And if you want to go find them, go to the links in the description below. And I've also got a few retailers that I work with. If you are from the Louisiana, specifically the Lafayette or Acadiana area, that I can highly recommend. Again, not sponsored, but just want to support some local businesses. Anyway, we hope you enjoy this content. Do me a favor, if you did, click that like button, crush that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell to stay up to date with everything we're producing. As always, we hope you're doing well, we hope you're staying safe, and we'll see you in the next one.